We've got a laser tag charging rack with a broken power jack. We need to bring this over to the electronics repair lab and see if the guys can fix this up for us. Oh man, that was a really long walk. Ooh, I'm glad they're open too. I wonder if they have the parts in stock. Oh yeah, they do. Look at that. Good. So we're just gonna goop some flux paste onto this. Yeah, I can try and do it one-handed while looking through a phone screen. And then we've got some solder braid and a soldering iron, and we will remove this from the circuit board. So let's go ahead and see if we can take the solder out here. We may have to do both sides of the board. It looks like the solder is kind of flowing through the leg and going down to the other side of the circuit board, so we may have to do removal on both sides. I don't know, we might get lucky. We have to see. We do not know what we do not know yet. Right? Is that a goofy angle here? And I am a lefty. Please come out. Please, I am asking nicely. And I'm going to have to reposition this, but you kind of get the idea of what we're doing here, right? We are removing solder from a circuit board. That took a little bit of finagling, but can you see this bottom trace here, or pad? This pad is damaged. I think it's still usable, but this will probably be the last time we're able to make this repair on this circuit board. That's unfortunate, but it is what it is. You know, you can only solder and desolder components so many times and abuse the crap out of them. This plug had been kind of yanked on, ripped off, and either that damaged the pad, or perhaps, you know, this wasn't the first time we put a new power jack on this circuit board, so there's a good chance that maybe we've kind of cooked the fiberglass one too many times. So, well, we're going to put a new one in, and then we're going to test it out. We've got some nice, fresh lead solder. I used to be, I guess, scared of lead solder. I'm not anymore. The lead solder tends to not have some of the same issues that the lead-free solder does, like cracking and breaking and, you know, all that good stuff. Come on. Little tiny tabs for such a large pad. I want to ideally try to get all the way around so I don't have any gaps or holes, right? Because that could also lead to failed solder joints. I think we're almost there. Except for this guy. That one might be a little funky. I think we're good. I think that we are golden here. We need to clean off all the flux, and then we'll go test it out. Well, that may not be the world's best soldering and cleanup job, but I think she'll work. Let's flip it around. Looks pretty good. Focus. Yeah, should be okay. So we're going to apply 5 volts at 400 milliamps. So we have power to the board. Now we need to test that jack if we've got 5 volts on the jack. Okay, so now that this has, we're done at the electronics repair lab. Right there. Now we're ready to go back. Man, that was a long walk from the lab. I'm sure glad they were able to get that fixed up for us real quick. That's not good. That's not good at all. That motor's making some angry noises. Sounds like a race car trying to take off. Got a ball there. Got a ball there. Oh, look at that. Our exit chute is blocked. They were all jammed up in there. I'm wondering if we might be suffering from old lumpy balls again. Might be time for some new ones. We've got a coin hopper here off of Andamiro DC Superheroes, and coins are getting jammed right here. One is getting stuck overlapping the other coin, and it creates a pinch point right here. So I want to see if we can somehow solve this issue. Chances are high that we need a new piece of metal here. This little spring, leaf spring, is probably going bad, but we might be able to get something creative solution wise for making this thing run again flawlessly. So this is the piece that went right up in here. I just pulled the leaf spring off, but let's turn it sideways if it will focus. You can see one side does not look like the other. What we can do, maybe we can give it a 180 flip, or we can try to reform the leaf spring and see if that will help. That looks a little bit better-ish. Yeah. Let's try it. Let's see if that's going to solve our problem. If not, we'll see if we can get in touch with their real genuine tech support department and see if we can find a part number for this and replace it. Not sure what to make of this either. I would assume that all of these metal pieces should follow each other. What we did here is we have added some lock nuts, and perhaps we will do the same here. Some new screws and some new lock nuts, and help pinch that closed a little bit closer. Hey, that looks a whole lot better, huh? She's not spreading apart anymore. And it's not loosey-goosey, it's nice and tight now. So we're gonna go ahead and get our hopper back on. Actually, you know what, first, let's try something. Let's see if we can, we'll manually rotate our hopper and feed coins up. And watch. And look for pinch points. I don't see any, but this is only just a couple of coins out of, you know, this thing could shoot thousands of coins out in a day, right? But all things are looking better. We won't know for sure until we plug it in and we play like 100 credits, you know, maybe 500 coins, right? But so far, so good. This is promising. I found one more coin, so let's feed it through. Ding! They come out. They eject through here, no binds. Now our hopper's going back in. Well, we have to take the plastic back off. I noticed this screw's getting loose here for our little lever counter. This counts the coins going through. There's like a little opto switch in there. I lied, there's no optical switch in there, but it helps. It's like a check, right? So it can't let coins ride backwards through here, but it's still loose. So yeah, we're gonna tighten it up anyways. Tight. We're gonna check the rest of the screws. We've got the thing apart. Look, this one's loose too. All right, so we need to be a little more thorough. Those screw threads were a little messed up, so we're gonna replace it. So everything checks out, everything's tight, everything's looking good. Now we're gonna go put it back in the game. I think that it's very important to note that when you're pulling this hopper, it's the 2 screws directly under this little check ball here. Don't take these out. These 2 right under the plastic. We've got our hopper all back in. We need to put our little coin chutes back on. So there's one. You've got 2 screws here that hold that down. This is the second coin chute. It has 4 screws. The top 2 on each side are what come out. And we're gonna give it a few handfuls of coins. Oh, don't forget to plug that sensor back in too. Very important. We'll give it a couple handfuls of coins and we will reset our error and continue playing. So this particular station is player 4. See, player 4 has error 6. Hit reset for player 4. And that will go back into demo or play. Right now it's going to go into play because we've got credits on the game. Oh, we ran out of credits. Hold on. We've got 117 plays.
Monopoly roll and go.
Just tapping the button. That looks good. It might be a little loud in here, but there you go. Looking good. That's looking pretty good. I think we're gonna call this one done.